The era of free money on a tap, seems to be over to some extent. At least that tap is looking like how taps are in the Indian summer in rural India, barely a trickle. Is that assessment fair?
I think, yeah, it was some time coming. Maybe because of the COVID situation globally, and more so globally actually in the US and in India also across the economies, there has been a sort of a pumping liquidity into the system. As a banker, we have seen in the last 3 years that it was required, especially when you come to supporting the very needy sectors of the economy, this was required. And India, I think it was well calibrated. Now the situation is different. As already mentioned, the interest rates are to go up, otherwise the inflation is rearing its ugly head. And in the longer term, or at least in the medium term, I think, yes, the money will be costly. And that's good because both the corporates have been, I think the twin balance sheet problem which we discussed earlier, which we were always discussing, I think that has now sort of come under control. The banks are doing well this quarter and last quarter. The balance sheets are healthy. The corporates have deleveraged. So I think there is a good sense of coming back to basics.
So in a way, one quick follow-up with you before I go to Sanjeev. In a way, are we better prepared as a country, as our entire business ecosystem for this crisis which has already started in the West for various reasons? Are we better prepared than we were, for example, in 2013-12 or 2008?
I think we are much more aware. We are much more globally connected. We are much more globally we have a seat at the real decision-making tables now. Whether it is with central banks, whether it is with IMF, World Bank, wherever, I think we have a say in matters, so that makes a difference. Secondly, I think India is much better prepared compared to the 2000. That was mainly a financial crisis, both the crisis that you mentioned, and it was also the 2008, I think, came from the West. So that was more of a forex, more of a dollar, disturbing the exports and also some sectors of the economy. But this time COVID has hit the entire economy, and we have put in, I think, measures not only in terms of capital infusion, in terms of balance sheet strength, but also risk management, technology, automation. So I feel
that's a good point. We seem to be better prepared than